Hello, everyone. This is Forrest Price with your Monday Moments. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. This might be a longer one, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can. To our birthdays this week, Rochelle Truby, happy birthday! To Melanie Washington, happy birthday! To Wendell Baker, happy birthday! To Pamela Lucas, happy birthday! All right, our shout outs. The pastor and First Lady Johnson, they celebrated 14 years being the pastor and First Lady at Greater Temple of Praise Church in Katy, Texas. Congratulations. I know the congregation loves you guys. My boy Harold Ginsburg, he celebrated his wedding anniversary this week. Congratulations. To my cousin Jobrielle Winfrey for becoming IJM Miss Natural State. Yes, looking good too. To the newest member to the Neely family, Ava Noel, happy birth. Another happy birth to Aiden and Austin. To the Stacey Douglas family, congratulations, happy birth to both of them. And finally, to Linda and James Eaton, they celebrated 49 years of marriage today. Congratulations. And a special shout out to my lay organization. We will be hosting our annual convention this week, and I got an emergency meeting tonight, so I'm going to be on the go, and I'm thanking everyone. I know it's going to be a long, blessed-filled week, and I really kind of find out who's in my corner. So, Lord, I have so many things to be thankful for, so I'm going to start off by thanking you for being such a loving and generous and kind and forgiving God who has blessed me with so many things and blessed my family, my friends, my church, and everyone who's listening. All right. Why am I in a suit and tie? What's my topic today? Well, my topic today are interview questions that you're going to get when you try to get a job. And I know some because I've been asked some. So I'm going to say the question and why they do the question and give you a good answer or make-believe good answer. All right, here you are. You're at the interview. You're at the table. So, Mr. Price, tell me about yourself. Well, they do that because they want to know by asking you is a way to break the ice interview and to make you feel more comfortable. So what you should always do is have your own history memorized. So here's an example if you get that question. Tell me about yourself. Okay, I'm an electrician for 10 years of experience in residential constructions after earning my electrician certification at ABC Tech. I apprenticed with Jones Brothers, and they hired me as a journeyman electrician. 4 years later, I earned my certificate as a master electrician. So yes, prop yourself. Don't go to the personal stuff. They want to hear the business side. Well, they want to see if you're going to go to the personal side or the business side. So hype yourself up with what you have done. That is telling them about yourself. All right, next question. Well, what were your responsibilities? Well, they want to know about your resume. So you can discuss what you did at the other jobs you've held. When you're describing your responsibilities, try to mention those that match your new job requirement, which is a very smart thing to do. So they ask you the question, well, what were your responsibilities? Well, showing that you've done similar work will be an asset during the interview. Focus on responsibilities that most closely align with the job. So here's the example, because I was starting to reread it again. All right, my bad. Well, as a special ed teacher, I've worked with grades K through 6 at a large inner city school. Partnering with parents and other teachers to design IEPs and support the inclusion of students with disabilities in regular classrooms. See, you came right at it. You told your responsibilities. You gave them all positive feedback. So you're going to hear this question. So again, you got to prop yourself without sounding robotic. All right. Next one. Well, what did you like or dislike about your previous job? Well, what they want to know is what you didn't like. Or they want to see if that's where you're going to go. Because this will indicate if you're going to kind of fit into where they are. So try and be careful about what you say. Especially if the jobs are similar. You want to always be positive and not negative. So when asked that question, always only go to the positive side. So here's an example. I like the progressive stage training program my employer used to teach new hires the ins and outs of financial services. There was always something new to learn, and we knew we would be steadily promoted if we became more experienced. I didn't like the commute, though, which is why I'm now applying for the job closer to home. You see how they threw that in there? It wasn't a negative against the employer. It was a negative against the commute. So when you get that question, if you have to put in a dislike, make it something that doesn't blame the previous employer. Next question. Well, what major challenges and problems did you face? And how did you handle them? Trust me, this will be on every interview. Because what they want to know is they're trying to understand how you handle issues and problems. And if you can figure out solutions and somehow how to work around a problem. So here's an example. Well, when I was first hired as a store manager, our turnover rate was 75%. And we were always understaffed. I implemented a performance incentive programs that reduced attrition by 63% and significantly improved our talent pipeline by focusing on internal training and promotion. Now, mind you, they can't prove anything you just said, but it sounds good. I mean, you took their turnover rate down by 63%. At least that's what you're claiming. So when you get something like that, always have something prepared to say that makes you look good. Including looking good, too. I know kids love to come in as they are, but trust me, suit and tie works. All right, next question. Well, what is your greatest strength? Now, what they're trying to do, they want you to talk about your strengths and focus on the abilities you have as far as your job. So don't be too humble. It's important to make the hiring manager aware of your qualifications. So here's an example. Well, my greatest strength is my ability to learn new processes quickly. When placed in a new environment, I actively observe how other people do things so that I can easily pull my weight on the team. I'm also open to testing new ways of doing things in order to optimize our efficiency. You see how I danced around that? Never really answered it, but it sounded good. That's how you get them. That's how you get them. That's how you get them. Make yourself sound good, even if you don't even know how to answer the question, or you can't think of something off the top of your head. But you'll probably get that question. So now they go in reverse. Well, what is your greatest weakness? The best way to handle this one is to turn your negative into a positive. Even if it really wasn't a negative. Just switch it around where it sounds like you've solved your negative problem. So here's an example. Well, sir, I'm an introvert, which I used to regard as being a weakness because I was always shy about reaching out to people. However, part of being an introvert is that I'm a great listener, and I find this has helped me as a help desk technician. I'm able to focus in on our customer issues, ask the right questions to elicit information, and resolve their technical issues. See how they switched it around? By the job helped me to not be what I'm claiming I am, whether I am or not. And it came out as a positive. So again, have something prepared going in there, because that is a question they will ask. All right. Well, how do you handle stress and pressure? You know, they basically want to see what you do under pressure and what you do in difficult situations, because this might be a job that is fairly stressful. So here's the example. Well, I'm pretty good at recognizing when I'm beginning to feel stress. When this happens, I take 5 minutes to focus on my breathing. I also practice guided meditation in the morning before work for 30 minutes, and I exercise for an hour in the evening. This keeps me on an even keel. Now, that was a quick answer, and it could have been a halfway honest answer. But it didn't go into any details or examples of how you're stressed. It tells you if you do get stressed, you know how to calm down and you know how to go forward. So again, this is a question that will be asked. You got to have this answer down pat. All right. All right, now here's the one you're going to get at every job. Describe a difficult work situation or project and how you overcame it. Now, I think every time I've been asked, I came in prepared because I know this question is always going to be asked. So, have that answer ready. Here's the example. Well, our team already is understaffed, was thrown for a loop when a major customer demanded that we complete our deliveries 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Now, normally we try to accommodate such a request, but this time it wasn't possible. I explained the situation to the client and told them we could either charge them more to support the cost of hiring a temp, or if they accepted the original deadline, we'd give them a 20% discount on their next order. And they opted for the latter. Now, mind you, you made that up, but they ain't gonna know it. They ain't gonna know it, and it sounded great. It sounded like you came up with something quick, and you made the customer happy, and was already promising something for a new order, which gives them a guaranteed new order. And you kept the deadline you wanted. Yes, always come with that one, because you're going to get that one. All right, I might have to skip some because we're going like, so I'm going to skip the reason. I'll just go to the question and answer. Why are you leaving or have left your job? Good answer. Our business was sold. And although I was invited to transition to the acquiring company, I decided that this was the perfect opportunity for me to explore new career opportunities. Why would we hire you? Well, I'm a superb salesperson, never failing to surpass my quotas and break prior personal sales records because I truly enjoy working with customers to match them with the brands I know they'll love as much as I do. Who was your best boss and who was your worst? Now, mind you, never talk about your worst boss. Well, my best manager had an open door policy where we were always welcome to speak to her privately about issues. I've never had a bad manager. I'm not as comfortable with those who prefer to micromanage my work. But when this happens, I try to gain their trust so that they'll feel more confident about giving me some autonomy. Again, you switch it around. All right. And when they ask you, do you have any questions for them? Always come with an answer. Don't think that they're not important enough. So right at the 15-minute mark, I hope everyone who is going out for jobs come prepared. These are questions that they do ask, and you need to know these answers. If you stumble through them, you through them, and it take you forever to think of something, you're not going to get a call back. So please know these answers. See you next Monday.